Recently, I've been sent a lot of letters. I think they're anonymous. I don't have much to do in here, so I've been reading them. It's kind of the only entertainment I have. Here's one that I thought was interesting, I guess. I saw the moon today. I was driving home with George after a long day, and he was in a bad mood, like he usually is. His meeting didn't go well. That usually calls for the silent treatment. It made me upset, but I didn't say anything, obviously. The ride home was spent in a somewhat comfortable silence. He had his hand gripped on the gear shift. I could see the veins and the white knuckles. I know what that meant, obviously. So after around 5 minutes of nothing but some classical music playing on the radio, I slowly put my hand over his. I could feel it soften. It's nice to know I'm nothing like him. I'll be kind and spew out heartwarming words when he needs it, and I'll always answer the landline if he calls. I'll reach out first, and I'll let him open up, but that's all I'm going to do, thank God. I'm not going to grace him with any piece of me. Anyways, I saw the moon. I spent the majority of the ride home looking out the window. I don't know. It was just bright and full. A full moon. I even saw the little craters, if we can even see those. All I know is that George wasn't looking at the moon, but I was. It's just, I saw it. I wonder if it sees me too, because Jesus Christ, I hope it sees me. I know it sees me. I'll just be honest for a second, okay? Completely honest. I know the moon is looking down at me, because there's no world in which it's not. I can't be this small. I can't do everything I'm doing and be ignored like this. I know the moon is looking at me because I know there's something out there, something that's waiting for me. I'm the main event. I mean, all these other people around me, George, Lacey, Taylor, Toby, the other ones, that's precisely what they are. They're the others. This is what I was made for. I've always seen it. I'm the one. I drove to an empty field later that night. I think around 3 a.m., 4 a.m.? I don't know. It doesn't matter. When I got out of my car and walked through the field, it was cold. Sometimes I wonder why the world gives me those meaningless, painful moments. Is the cold trying to teach me something? Trying to teach me that I should wear a jacket more frequently? That's not a particularly meaningful lesson. And in such meaningless moments of pain, I think the world should give me some leeway. I wonder why the moon would let that happen. It didn't serve anything greater. I don't know. I just wish my pain could be concealed to one entity and not spread out through the rest of the world. Sure, it's meaningless and small, and I'm ruminating right now, but I don't think the universe should treat me with that sort of carelessness. If the moon is going to stare at me with such reverence, it shouldn't treat me so horribly with useless pains such as the cold. I know that pain in the world is meant to make the good have meaning. Something always needs an opposite to be perceived as meaningful, but that pain shouldn't extend to uselessness. Teaching me to get a coat in the cold isn't anything important, unless it's indicative of something greater, like teaching me to be less careless. But I know that. I'm perhaps the most careful person ever lived, but all I want right now is to stare at the moon and to have it stare at me back. Making sure I had a jacket isn't on the top of my priority list. So why, moon? Why make me cold? I understand why you've given me this place in life, why I fix the broken and no one fixes me. Not like there's much to be fixed, but still, let me speak in my hyperboles. But the point is, I understand all that. I know that I'm destined to be the best human that ever lived, or something along those lines. I'm going to reach a transcendent future above anything that anyone has ever known. It's burdens like these that give me the great satisfaction of the moon. You need the pain for the satisfaction, I guess. I don't know, I'm ruminating. I don't like when I doubt my inevitable future. It questions the inevitability of it all. Yeah, strange.